Myself, I'm Ratna Bhushan, a friend, motivator, and guide to IAS aspirant, international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, CEO, coach, political strategist, and policy advisor. Welcome to ASGIS. ASGIS, the leading institute for IAS preparation. Believe in quality, commitment, and success. Join our Success Foundation course. We create success for you. Ethics, William K. Frankena. Ethics, William K. Frankena. This fact will be very useful for your fourth paper. Listen carefully. Part 5. Because of such facts, morality is sometimes defined as an instrument of society as a whole, as if an individual, family, social class cannot have a morality or moral action guide of its own that is different from that of its society. However, in view of what we shall be saying in a moment, it seems desirable to allow that smaller groups and even individuals may have work out such distinct guides for their conduct, and to call at least some of these value system moralities are moral codes, namely those that embodied what we shall refer to as the moral point of view. Even so, it seems plausible to insist that an individual who has such a personal morality must be thinking that others besides himself, indeed, his entire society should adopt it, or at least its more basic principles or ideals. In any case, whether it is thought of as an instrument of society or as a personal code, morality must be contrasted with prudence. Morality must be contrasted with prudence. Morality must be contrasted with prudence. It may be that prudence and morality dictate some of the same conduct. Prudence and morality, prudence and morality, prudence and morality. For example, honesty. It may also be that prudence is a moral value. Prudence is the moral virtue. Prudence is the moral virtue. Prudence is a moral virtue. Prudence is a moral virtue. However, it is not characteristic of moral point of view to determine what is right and virtuous wholly in terms of what the individual desires or of what is his interest. In Freudian terms, morality and prudence are both attempts to regulate the id. But while prudence is simply a function of the reality principle in the ego, morality is the function of the superego. Morality is the principle of superego, which does not think merely in terms of the getting what is desired by individual id, or even in the terms of salvaging the greatest balance of satisfaction over frustration of it. Considered as a social system of regulation, morality is like a law on the one hand and conventions or etiquette on the other. All these systems are social in a way in which prudence is not, and some of the same expressions are used in all of them. For example, the words right and should. Right and should. But convention does not deal with the matters of such crucial social importance as though dealt with by law or morality. And it seems to rest largely on considerations of appearance, taste, and convenience. Thus, morality is distinguished from convention by certain features that it shares with law. Similarly, it is also distinguished from law with which it overlaps, for example, in forbidding murder, by certain features that it shares with the convention, namely in not being created or changeable by anything like a deliberate legislative, executive, a judicial act, or in having as a sanction not physical force or the threat of it, but at most praise and blame and other such mainly verbal signs of favor and disfavor. Some writers have even held that the only proper motives or sanction for morality are purely internal ones, like the sentiment of benevolence, sentiment of benevolence, sentiment of benevolence, sentiment of benevolence, sentiment of benevolence. The word which is very, very important for this section, I will repeat 5 times. Sentiment of benevolence, or the desire to do what is right for its own sake. There is much to be said for this view, even if it hardly describes the whole practical working of morality. At least it highlights the fact that physical force and certain kinds of prudential considerations do not strictly belong to the idea of moral institution of life, 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 moral institution of life. However, morality, at least is developed in the Western world, also has a more individualistic or Protestant aspect. As Socrates implied that the recent philosophers have stressed perhaps too much, morality fosters or even calls for the use of the region and for kind of autonomy in the part of the individual, asking him when the mature and normal to make his own decision, though possibly with someone's advice, and even stimulating him to think out principles or goals in the light of which he is to make his decision. Even as a social institution of life, morality is thought of as aiming at rational self-confidence or self-determination, self-guidance or self-determination, self-guidance or self-determination, rational self-guidance or self-determination, rational self-guidance or self-determination, its members. And in Matthew Arnold's words, it asks us to be self-governed at the feet of law. Self-governed at the feet of law. According, self-governed at the feet of the law. Thank you so much. Please listen carefully.